So here we are going to deal with how deletion to be done in a B plus tree. So here we are going to look into all the types of deletion that possible in a particular B plus tree. We can see an example here consists of many values, and we are giving the order as the 4. The order of the B plus tree is 4, so we have to find the following parameters: minimum pointer or minimum children is 2, minimum key value is only 1, minimum maximum key value is 3, and maximum children is equal to 4. Okay, so now we can see how we can divide the element 24. So we have to search from the root, and we can see it is in the leaf node. So here we can see leaf node and minimum key is equal to 1, so we can simply delete the element 24 from the tree. And we have to check one thing, is that we have to check whether 24 is present anywhere else in the B plus tree. So we can already see that in the case of insertion of B plus tree, we found that the data value may be in the higher levels. So all the data value will be present in the leaf level, but few data values may be possible in the higher index levels. So if we remove a particular value from the data level or leaf level, then we need to check whether the key element is present in the higher level also. Then we have to remove from that level too. So here 24 is not present anywhere else, so we will just need to remove only from the leaf node. So we can write like this. We can redraw the tree, 28, 34 and 4, 7, and then here 10, 13 and 20, 22. And in this node we have only a single element 23, and the minimum constraint, we know that it is just one key element, so it is not violating any rule. Okay, so here it is 22, okay, 23, then 28, 31, 34, 45. So 23 is placed there. Minimum key value is equal to 1, so it won't violate any constraint. So next we can delete 34. So 34 is actually the internal node. Here you can see 34 is in two places, in the higher level as well as in the data level. So it is done like this. 20, 22, 28, 34, then 23, 28, 31, then here we deleted the element, and here we can see only one element in the list. But we know that the above the position of 34 becomes empty. So in that case we can't remove 45, the element 45, and make only single element in the second level 28. So here we need to place 45 in the same node, and the strategy is like this. After removing a index value or a value from the internal node, we have to find the suitable element from its right subtree. Okay, so here we removed 34, and we have to find the suitable element, and suitable elements means the minimum value from the right subtree. Okay, minimum value from the right subtree. So here the position 34 have a right subtree which consists only single element 45. Okay, so 45 is the minimum value in the right subtree of 34, so you have to place that value in the place of 34. Then again you have to look for 34 somewhere, but it is not here. Okay, so next we can remove the element 23. So 23 is actually present in the root node as well as the data field. So we can start from removing from the data leaf nodes. So don't start from the root node. First we have to remove the data element. Okay, so 23, then the rest of the values. So here it is 20, it is actually, sorry, it is actually 22, it is actually 22. Okay, sorry. Okay, so next we need to remove the element 23. So here we removed the element 23. Okay, so here we can see there is an empty list, and we can see that the constraints minimum key value should be 1. So what is the rule? So the rule is we have to borrow from immediate sibling. So here we can see that the empty node have no left sibling, it have only a right sibling. But one problem is that we have to check whether the sibling the we are going to take is contain the values which is greater than minimum number of keys permitted. So we have to check whether the sibling contain amount of values which is greater than minimum number of keys. Okay, that is the rule. You have to borrow from the sibling. So you can borrow from right as well as from the left sibling. If we are borrowing from the right sibling, then you have to take the minimum value from the right sibling. But if you are borrowing from the left sibling, you have to take the maximum value. You have to borrow the maximum value from. Here we can see that the empty node have only right sibling, so we need to check the minimum value from the right sibling and place it in the empty position. So we place it in the empty position, but here you can see that it is present as the parent in the higher level, and you know that I am in this example we are using the right biasing of B tree. So right biasing of B tree is the case that the node value the child value must be less than the node value, and the right child values should be greater than or equal to. So the 28 was there in the parent. So if we move 28 from the right tree to the empty space, it comes to the a problem. Here left is automatically moves to the left biasing. It is not acceptable. We have to follow the right sub biasing in this example. So we need to delete 28 from the tree. So actually we already saw in the above deletion that if we removed a value from the internal node, we have to replace that data value using the minimum value from its right subtree. So if we remove 28 from the data from the internal node, so currently we are actually doing an internal node deletion. 28 is removed from internal node. We have to check the list in the right subtree and place that that we done in the previous example. So 31 will comes in the position of 28. So here we can see that 23 is also present in the root node. So we need to remove 23 from that list. So and then the rule is that we have to take the minimum value from the right subtree. So the minimum value is 28 and place that minimum value in the position of 23. Okay, next we can delete 13. So on deleting 13 we can easily remove that 13 from the node since it doesn't violate any minimum key principles. The minimum key is 1, so here we know that after removing 13 we have a single element 10. It is not violating our rule. So it is 20, 22, then 31, 45, then 28, 31 45. Okay, so this will be the tree structure after removing the value 13. So next we can remove 10. So what will be possible way we can remove 10? So on removing 10, we know that the particular node become empty. So we have to borrow from right or left immediate sibling. Okay. So here the particular position is free, and also we know that 10 is present in the parent or the index levels. So we have to remove 10 also from that index level. So we can either borrow from the left or from the right node. We can if we are taking, and then maximum value should be taken from the left sibling or minimum value should be taken from the right sibling. So currently I am going to take the maximum value from the left subtree and placing that value in that position. And also we know that if we remove the value from the internal node, we have to place the minimum value from the right subtree, so 7 also will come in that position. Okay, next we can remove 28. Okay, 28 is the root of the tree, and also it is present in the data value. So firstly we need to remove from the data nodes or the leaf nodes. So now you can see that the corresponding position is empty, and we need to check whether we can borrow from its sibling. So but here you can see that the sibling contain only minimum key. Then what will we do? So in the rule is you have to merge the empty, the right sibling and the parent. So you have to take the empty, right, and then the middle value. So you have to merge all things. So the empty, the sibling and the middle value you have to merge. So now we merge and connect it to the left of 45. Okay, so now again we know that the 20 is also present in the root node, so we need to remove the root node and we check the minimum value in the right subtree, and minimum value in the right subtree is 31. So that is the case of B tree. So we almost go through all types of possibility in the deletion of B plus tree. While if you delete a particular data value and that nodes currently violating the constraint, then you have to check it with the sibling. So we have to borrow something from the sibling. So we already see, and suppose that the sibling also contain minimum key, then you have to merge that sibling, then the parent and the free, okay, or the currently deleted node. So you have to left parent and right has to be joined and make into a single node, as we saw in this example. So here the minimum value is 1, that's why it become empty, but the minimum value consider minimum value is 2, then this contains some elements, so you have to merge that element, then 31 and the right subtree, the right sibling, okay, then we will get a new node. It has to be connected with the element 45.